There are hotter days, and then there are okay. Oh my goodness, this wind is blowing, and it's blowing me. The wind is blowing me. This wind is just not going without a fight. Okay. Between that siren and the wind, help me, Jesus. All right. Okay. Welcome or welcome back to Makeup Mental, my channel. Let's get started. As I am currently recording this video, it is the 22nd. It is the 22nd of March, meaning that spring officially arrived 2 days ago. 2 days ago, at least over here in the West. I thought it would only be fair as well as helpful to just, how can I say, to bring forth a few essentials that I think are important during the month of spring. Not the month of spring, okay? Not the month of spring, but during the season. Let's get started. The first essential here is a small bag, okay? A small bag, because during the springtime there are a lot of events, whether it be local events or specific invites, you know, and not everyone wants to carry around a big purse or a big tote bag. So I think a small bag like this will come in handy during the springtime. Also, I'd also like to mention, this is the color black, okay? So in my opinion, like black, nude, like tans will go well with anything. You don't have to worry about just about anything if you were to go with a color like a black or a nude color or a brown per se. Do I want to say navy blue? Do I want to say navy blue? I don't think I want to say navy blue. But again, so like a black or a nude or a brown, they go with just about anything. White, we could say white. However, white gets dirty really quickly. But not only does white get dirty quickly, it's noticeable. It's very noticeable, okay? So again, spring essential, a small little bag. I don't know if they call this a messenger bag or what, but a small bag. Next essential, all right? Next spring essential, in my opinion, okay? A book. Read throughout. First of all, read throughout the year, okay? Read throughout the year. However, specifically when it comes to spring, a good book will get you through the ebbs and flows, I suppose you can say. The ebbs and flows of the season. In the spring season, there are hotter days, and then sometimes there are also cooler days, and windy days, and even rainy days. It's a mixture of a bunch of stuff. So to get you through the ebbs and flows of the spring season, a book. Please, I highly recommend a book. Following up, all right? Following up the book, I highly suggest a journal as well. A journal. So usually spring happens, right? Spring happens or announces herself. I recommend a journal because not only should you write your thoughts down in terms of organizing your thoughts, getting whatever is in here out into the world or on paper, but I also think that this should be a time that you evaluate how the year has gone for you so far, or evaluate what you want the rest of your year to look like. So I think a nice journal to reflect. I think a nice journal would be a nice addition. Spring essentials, okay? Next here are some shades. You want to keep some shades, most definitely, to block out the sun. All right, block out the sun. And I recommend a tan pair of shades or a black pair of shades. Black goes with just about everything. So again, some shades. I highly recommend, okay? I highly recommend, during the springtime, a body mist and or a perfume. If you're feeling a little fancy, okay, if you're feeling fancy, I would do both, okay? I would do both. However, a body mist or a perfume will do you wonders, all right? Specifically something that you can travel with, unless you're pretty daring and you do have a bigger bag that you like to carry around, which is no problem. If that's what you like to do. Okay, so here is the Sunset Bliss Body Mist by Nicka K, New York. And the notes are pistachio, salted caramel, and vanilla. Okay, here, this is the Kayali or Kayali Vanilla 28 perfume, which is a classic, okay? A classic. The black bag that I actually showed not too long ago, you can definitely fit this in there. To just go with you anywhere, and for any occasion, you're ready. You're ready. A lip gloss. A lip gloss or a lip oil. I'm a person who likes choices, so I might carry both, okay? I might carry both. However, I recommend a lip oil and or a lip gloss. Both of these also could fit inside of the black bag I showed prior. But again, a lip gloss or a lip oil for sure. I wasn't exactly sure, okay? I wasn't exactly sure if I was able to curry this by myself, but this here is a picnic basket, okay? I say that it is essential. Obviously, you don't just carry this around, or you don't just, you know, tug this around with you. No, but I think that it's essential, an essential part of spring, you know, picnics on good days where the weather is nice. Okay, so this is what the inside of my picnic basket looks like. She's a big thing. She's quite the big thing. And she does need some cleaning for sure. She needs some cleaning for sure. But again, picnic. Please picnic this spring. Go on as many picnics as you can this spring. Next, for spring essentials, okay? Or at the very least, things that are very useful for spring. A travel size lotion especially. First of all, lotion in general, but especially a travel size lotion. A travel size lotion will always do you good, whether it be your hands, your feet, whatever the case might be. Please carry some lotion. Carry some lotion. In the springtime, I sort of like to treat makeup almost like summer in terms of the glow and things of that nature. Although it is not summertime, hopefully you'll see what I mean in just a moment. For foundation, this is the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour skin tint. And I say a skin tint because in the springtime, you may not want to put on a full, you know, a full layer of foundation. And this is also buildable as well, so a skin tint. This is the Hydromaniac by Urban Decay, okay? So this is also tinted. So it's a foundation, right? It's a foundation, but it's also like sort of tinted as well. Or you can get like a tinted moisturizer type of look. So it reads a tinted glow hydrator. So again, as you can see, when it comes to springtime, at least for me, I try to go like a mixture of, I don't know, do I want to say dewy? Not so heavy, there we go. Not so heavy on the skin. That's what I recommend. Not so heavy on the skin. This is the Patrick Ta Major Volume Mascara. I personally recommend this because I really enjoy the wand, okay? And you may not, do you know how some people like to do a full face of makeup? I'm one of those people. But there are some people who enjoy doing or would prefer to do a full face of makeup. And there are also some people who enjoy the clean girl aesthetic or simply just a soft glam situation where you do not want to apply eyeshadow. This mascara, in my personal opinion, does the work for you. If you don't also want to apply falsies, Patrick Ta's the way to go. Again, this is the Major Volume Mascara by Patrick Ta. For blush, this here, the Maybelline Fit Me, this is an oldie but goodie, alright, or an OG. An OG product. I highly recommend this as well because this can fit inside of the small, that black bag I showed earlier. This can definitely fit inside there. I also think or believe that this is a color that can get away with any season. Winter, fall, spring, summer. This is a shade to me that can go with anything. And did I mention it's travel friendly? It's travel friendly too. Another blush. This is a liquid blush by Rare Beauty. I think it's important to have, choices between powder and liquid. Either or is fine as well. However, I definitely want to also share the liquid blush by Rare Beauty. The two eyeshadow palettes, okay, the two eyeshadow palettes I have to share with you is the 5 eyeshadow palette by Natasha Denona in Ayana, and then this is the LA Colors eyeshadow palette that is for nude shades, nude tones. These shades, okay, so these shades, sorry for the glare by the way, sorry for the glare. Both of these palettes here, they are travel friendly, alright, so this is the LA Colors nude palette. This is the Natasha Denona Ayana palette, or Ayana palette, the 5 color eyeshadow palette. Now, going back to the nude palette by LA Colors, as you can see, it is a total of 12 different shades here. There's a shade for everything. These are matte too, I believe. Yeah, all these are matte. So you have a shade to add depth in your crease. You have a shade to go on your lid. You also have a brow bone, okay, a brow bone color, which I like. And this could also double as a contour or bronzer for the face as well. With the Natasha Denona 5 eyeshadow palette, okay, you have a few colors that kind of pop out. You have some shimmers, you have some mattes as well. I think that's sort of an exciting workaround in addition to the nude palette, because you have a green in here, and what better way to say spring than a green, in my opinion, or like, I don't want to say a pastel green, no, this sort of green here, it just says springtime to me. Overall, I just simply think that it's good to have 1 or 2 eyeshadow palettes that are travel friendly or compact size, so that you have it with you whenever you need it, okay, especially during spring. This is a travel highlighter, okay, and she has been well loved, alright, she's been well loved, so give her and me some grace. This is the LA Colors highlights, alright, as you can see, it's pretty thin, alright, so it's easy to travel as well. It can fit inside of that black bag or nude or brown or whatever color it is that you have. Whether you are, again, going to local events or you need to touch up while you're out and away, during errands, so on and so forth. It's always good to have a highlighter. Why not? Okay, you can use the shimmer for your lid, you can use the shimmer for your nose, you can use the shimmer for your Cupid's bow. Again, just to give you that springtime glow, all right, that springtime glow. Last but certainly not least, I also think that it's very wise and or essential, all right, to have a cardigan, all right, a cardigan or a jacket of some sort, because again, remember, with springtime, yes, there are warm days, but there are also windy days and colder days. Do I want to say cold? Not exactly cold, but like cooler. That's what I want to say, cooler. So yes, there are hot days when it comes to springtime and the humidity, things of that nature. However, there are also windy days and cooler days as well during spring. So please get a cardigan too. Please get a cardigan or a jacket of some sort with you. What is your favorite season? Have you done your spring cleaning? Are you going to do your spring cleaning? What are some essentials? What are some essentials for the spring season that I did not mention? What are your personal essentials? I'm interested to know. Everything from makeup to perfumes or smell goods and clothing pieces. Let's start a conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time.